Hey, Mr. Kerem.
Hi, Patrick. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today, buddy?
Fine, thank you.
That's good. That's
So
good.
now
Pardon me?
you are inside.
Yeah, I got a bit of a sunburn yesterday. So I just it's too
Uh,
hot to stay in and put on the air conditioner. Yeah, it's gonna be a
what
hot day.
kind of air conditioner you are using?
Uh, I think it says inverter.
Okay.
I know very little about it. Frame? This is the brand it says. Train.
Oh,
Yeah, but
probably Chinese.
uh familiar with this company?
No, first time I heard about.
Ah,
What about the capacity?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know? Do you know the capacity
Well,
of this AC?
I don't exactly know what that means by in regards to an AC. Do you mean like by how much it can make a large space cool?
Yes, there is capacities. Probably
Oh,
it's written on the label at the
ah,
one side of the device.
ah,
Uh, is there any label you can see?
because yeah, this one here, like right now I'm in a small room, so this AC is perfect. But then I've got
Mm.
another in a bigger room and it's like nothing. It hardly does anything in the room.
So
Yeah.
the capacity, probably the capacity calculation was a problem. Or what about the outdoor unit? Do you have one outdoor unit for these two indoors, or the individual?
Like an outdoor air conditioner?
Yes.
Nope.
These air conditioner must have an outdoor unit.
Okay. Now, but when you say an outdoor unit, do you
Mhm.
mean like it sticks outside of the house?
There's a unit, yes, installed
Mhm.
outside of the house, so it
Ah.
can carry the heat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what they have actually is a pipe or like a tube that
Mhm.
goes up towards the roof, and that I guess
Okay.
blows out all the heat.
Do you know, is there one outdoor unit on the roof or two?
There must be two because yeah, actually there are definitely two. These two are not connected, so
Not
there's got to
connected.
be two.
So this is a one-to-one split system.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually they do call it a mini split.
Mhm.
Yeah. I thought mini split was the brand, but maybe it is the type of system.
Yeah. Type,
Ah. Well, now
type.
I'm learning about air conditioners. I had no idea that I was going to learn about those today. Very cool. Yeah.
Okay, okay. If I were you, I check the labels, the capacity, and then calculate the size of the room, then apply to a company who sold these air conditioners.
Okay,
If you
okay.
are
Yeah.
unsatisfied with
Oh,
the
that's
other one.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah, the other one definitely doesn't do it for me. Um, Kind of drives me crazy when I'm sitting there and I just want, it's a really hot day. I turn on the air conditioner and after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm still hot. It's still not helping.
Hmm.
Yeah. Takes about
How long do you use these air conditioners? How
um
long have you used? Sorry,
almost a year.
almost a year. These are very new.
Yeah, pretty new. Like last summer, I used it a lot because I was working in my bedroom. I had my desk in there, and
Is there anyone smoke in the room?
not in the room, no.
Maybe the filters could be get dirty.
Ah, yeah, that could be okay. Interesting then.
So just open the plastic tap in front of the AC, take out the
Mhm,
plastic filters and wash with water, then dry them, then put them
mhm.
back.
Oh, easy as that, eh?
Yes, easy.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. You know what's funny? Here in Mexico, whenever people need any help with their air conditioner,
Mhm.
they have to call the company.
Yes, I
Um,
know. And they have to
yeah,
pay $100.
yeah, exactly. Because if
Right now,
if you
I am typing you my IBAN number. So
uh-huh.
send these 100 to me.
Okay, yeah. Wait, because yeah, like anytime if you open it up and you get into there yourself, then it voids the warranty, and you immediately you're not covered under warranty. If you open, it's like an iPhone. If you do anything on your iPhone, you're not covered. Same thing on this
Actually,
here,
it's not true.
isn't it?
If you open the front tab to clear filters, it's not exactly open the air condition. This is
Okay.
a regular maintenance, just to clear it.
Hmm.
And opposite, if you don't clear your filters and the air condition, uh, if impossibility will be broken because of these dirty filters,
Okay.
then it will be out of guarantee. Then they will blame
Oh.
you that you didn't clear your filters. So sorry,
Mm.
this is an outsource effect to break the
Oh.
to break the air condition. So it's
Hmm.
out of warranty.
Okay.
Think
Yeah.
about the car. If you don't change the oil periodically in your car for your car, so when you
Uh-huh.
go to the service without the oil, so they can
Hmm.
blame you. Oh, you didn't change the oil. Sorry, this is out of warranty. So
Yeah.
this is the
Ah.
reason is you to break
Yeah.
the device.
Yeah, if you're at fault, then they let you know, and that you're not getting your money back.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's interesting to know because, like last year, there was a problem with an air conditioner in my mother-in-law's house, and I told her, "Oh, let me take a look. Like it's probably something easy. It was leaking water." And it's like, "Well, did you try changing, pouring out the water on the inside?" And
Mm-hmm.
she said, "No."
Which
And
one?
that, and so I,
Which one leaking water? This one? The other one?
not this one, in a different house.
In a different house.
Yeah,
Probably
an
it's
older
an
air conditioner.
installation problem
Oh, well, okay.
because
Interesting.
in indoor units there is humidation and
Hmm.
collected liquid water inside a tray. There is a water tray inside indoor units, and during the installation, there is also a drain hose going outside to drain water, and you should
Hmm.
install the air condition with a little, how can I say, little differentiation to the way to the drain hose. For example, not
Oh, okay.
exactly a 0 point. You should install it
Hmm.
like something 1 degree left or one
On an
degree right
angle.
to let the water flow down. You cannot
Uh-huh.
understand with your eyes. You should use a balancer, water balancer. Just
Hmm.
1 degree is enough. And for example, if the installer wasn't experienced guy, so they tried to fix the air condition in a perfect angle,
Mm.
zero
Uh-huh.
angle. So the
So that it
water
looks nice.
collected, and cannot flow down. Then it
Hmm.
started to leakage.
Okay. So that one's really not my fault. That one is for sure because I
Send
didn't
another one
install
hundred
that.
dollar, please.
Okay.
Send
Yeah.
another $100, please. You owe
Yeah.
me 200 right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Already.
Oh, easy
Yeah.
money.
This is getting
Easy money.
expensive. Yeah. You
Okay.
know, absolutely. A friend of mine actually, he works in Toronto. He's
Mm-hmm.
studying, they call it HVAC, which is,
Mm-hmm.
do you know of this HVAC? I don't know very much
No.
about it. I guess that this is the maintenance of air conditioners and pretty much home electronics.
Each week, no, each week is the name of the industry.
Is it? Okay.
Heating, ventilating, and air conditioning. It means.
Ah, now I know.
We called all air condition industry each week, not only air condition, also ventilating, also central heating systems or combi boilers, natural gas burners. All of them, all these devices designed to make comfort for people,
Hmm.
or not only for people, for especially farms, for animals, or some plants production facilities like mushroom producing or closed area feeding system, not feeding. I don't know the technical name of this plant. The plants in the beginning of the plants of, for example, you are trying to build a fruit tree, but in the beginning you should first seed it in a closed area, very heated. Then after some time you can carry it to outside. And during this time you should ventilate well this area, the closed area. We called it sera, but I don't know in English. Let me check the dictionary. Greenhouse, okay, or plant house. So you have to ventilate and air condition to perfect conditions. So all these devices are a part of HVAC industry.
I gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. That's what of my friend who's studying this to be a technician for this industry. He's telling me this isn't going out of business. Until he's saying how, okay, people are always going to have air conditioners. People are always going to have heaters. And in Canada, year round, in the summer, it's hot. You need an air conditioner. In the winter, it's very cold. You need a working heater. I'm curious, what do you think, though? Do you think that it's possible that in the future, it'll just be a software problem where you would just call a technician, a software engineer, essentially, who would fix it for you remotely? Or do you think it'll be
for heating or air conditioning systems? Yes, still we have some automated systems. For example, VRF. Did you heard about it? Have you heard?
Never heard of that. No.
This is variable refrigerant flow. It means it's full automated central air conditioning system. You can use it both for heating and cooling. And it's full automated, and you can connect these devices also to internet to control or to check them remote. But if it's a mechanical problem, of course you should send a technician to fix. But if it's a software problem or someone need to adjust something with software, you can connect via internet and change the adjustments. You can do this also for domestic usage air conditioners. For example, my air conditioner, one of my company's product, has a Wi-Fi kit. So I can control the device from my mobile phone wherever I want, wherever I am. Is it true definition in English?
Yep. Oh, that's absolutely on point. Wherever I am.
Okay. So, for example, it's at night, 6 p.m. Before coming home from my job, I want to decrease the degree of my, for example, living room. It's summer, it's so hot, 35 degrees Celsius outside. So I want my living room is 20 Celsius degrees when I come to home. So I can just connect from my mobile phone to my AC device and just adjust the temperature and start button. And the device starts in my home and prepare the atmosphere for me. When I come to home, everything was ready. The room is 21st Celsius degree, something like that.
Nice.
21 Celsius degrees, sorry. So still we have some domestic solutions.
Oh, and by the way, 21 degrees Celsius.
21 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that sounds exactly, and that's it. Is where things are headed pretty much. Is everything is going to be like
you can also connect this kind of things to your heater. You can adjust timetable. You can reach via internet to your heater. You just need a device which can control your product with the heater or cooler device, and an ability to connect in with your house's Wi-Fi system. So you can control by your mobile phone wherever you are, wherever in the world.
Yeah.
It's easy.
And by the way,
It's
just a
it's
shorter way.
21st century very important innovation. We called it Internet of Things.
Yeah, exactly.
So devices talk to each other.
Yeah, everything's compatible.
Have you heard about the term Industrial 4.0? Industry 4.0.
Yeah, I've heard of like the next industrial revolution.
Yes. This is the definition of what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Things of internet, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, autonomous devices, these kind of things using industry and also in our social life. So we all, for all these things, we called Industry 4.0,
Yeah.
the next industrial revolution.
Oh yeah, certainly. Now, this is always something that I'm always interested to talk about, because it's like, where are things headed? You know, there's 100 years ago, but a few hundred years ago, there wasn't going to be much change. You know, if you were a farmer, children would be farmers and their children would be farmers, and that was it. Nowadays, it is different. You know, if you are one thing, like you can be a farmer and your kid will be an astronaut and his son will be homeless. Could be anything. So what my point is,
actually, it's the problem of supply and demand balance of wild capitalism. So your father was a farmer because at that time farming and producing some food from the earth, solid ground, was popular and valuable. But in some time, without any control system, being a farmer was nothing. So his son tried to be tried to be occupied with a job which is evaluated. For example, being an astronaut. It was so popular in 1980s because in 1980s there was a Cold War. Soviet Union and United States fight each other. They are trying to send rockets to the moon, to the Mars, to the space, and being an astronaut, like being a hero.
Yeah.
These kind of things. But then Cold War ends, and now being in software developer or computer programmer is much more available, much more valuable. So it's a supply and demand problem.
Yeah.
It's a fluctuation of it's a fluctuation of money, especially. What money at that era or at that time, what money give most value to a job? Everybody attacked this job to be to develop skills and to be this expertise.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everybody would jump towards that, and that's it. Now, the thing is, nowadays, though, as you can be pretty much anything that you want to be, it's like the idea of the economy in general is changing. You know, we can't, like for 100 years, we've looked at GDP, for example, and we've said GDP is the most important thing to measure a country's success. But
it's a trick. It's a trick. It's a totally lie. Why? GDP is a calculated method for income divided to population. Okay, but it doesn't mean that the country share this money with the people. It's just a degree. Okay, it shows how country is powerful or how country is wealthy, but it doesn't mean that the people who live in this country is in a good position
or like are
in a good
wealthy.
wealth.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It to show that's precisely it.
The most powerful country
You know
maybe
the
in economic situations is United States right now, but
oh
at the
yeah,
same time, there are so many homeless people in
yeah,
United States.
so many and so many people
So many.
without health care. They say it's
And
like
they're,
yeah,
as I know, they are just published 61 or 62, I'm not sure, maybe you can learn, percent of all taxes just to defense industry.
mhm,
Come
mhm,
on. So you have money, but you are just spending it to defense industry. So it means that you are spending your money to the social program, not to show social programs, or very limited to social
mhm.
programs.
Yeah.
So GDP is high, okay, but it doesn't mean that everybody is happy.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Well, not to mention
So
as well,
there
they,
should be different criteria and different parameters. GDP, one of them, but you should have some different other indexes.
yeah, yeah. Oh, certainly. Yeah, and in order to keep on expanding, they have to go into more debt to keep on expanding the military interests or to expand all of these things. And the amount of money that they pull in isn't nearly as much as the amount of money that they're putting out, that they're investing in their products. Um,
Mhm.
Which, but that's, credit is what has given us these incredible expansions in the world. I can't complain about the banking system all that much, but yeah, like you say, for example, the amount of suicide rates and drug overdoses
Mhm.
has risen so
Of
high
course.
in the United States that the life expectancy has actually dropped because so many young
Yes.
people just see no hope for the future. They say, I'm out, I'm just going to shoot this into my veins until I die. And it's craziness the way that people are reacting to these problems
As
in
I know,
the most prosperous country.
Canada gives better conditions
Mhm.
to their people,
It does.
much
Yeah.
much better conditions, especially health system
Mm.
or education. So that's why so many
Yep.
immigrants would like to relocate to Canada instead of United States. But the main problem is
Mhm.
Canada's population is so low and job opportunities are limited. It's not easy to find a job
Mhm.
to live. But when you compare, if you ask me where would you like to immigrate to United States or Canada, far distance Canada. Far
Yeah.
distance
Or you
answer
could say
Canada. The only
Canada
concern
by a
maybe the
long
weather
shot.
conditions.
Yeah, which that's not even so bad in some places. Like if you look at the most southern point of Canada in southern Ontario, like about 2 hours south of Toronto, it's about the same height or the same latitude as the northern part of California.
Hmm.
Winter really isn't that bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll show you on here. And in fact, actually, Canada is expanding quite a bit these days. So
Hmm.
yeah, in fact, they need more workers. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, places like, well, for example, regarding tech, the Toronto area is starting to grow a lot because of the research that's been done in this area for AI. And so,
Let me check.
yeah, so Toronto's being taken seriously as kind of a tech authority, and that's going to keep on growing. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, Niagara Falls is, well, that's just tourism in Niagara Falls, but in all of this area, these cities are all growing every day. More houses being built, more everything. Um, and eventually it's going to expand all the way to here. And then this is going to become a massive city. And then this one. So,
Mhm.
yeah, in no time, Canada. Oh, it isn't even sharing my screen. Sorry, I thought it was. I was showing all these things on the map. It wasn't showing anything. Yeah, all these cities, and then up here and up here. This is actually a very popular city to move these days because it's not so expensive as Toronto to buy a house, and it's a beautiful
Mm-hmm.
area.
Hmm.
City called Barrie.
Okay, if I go to Canada, I will put my head, but I can't read. It's so small.
Oh, it's
Barrie?
Barrie. Yeah, this is
Okay.
yeah Barrie. I'll show you. It's right on the lake. Let's see what we got if we put the little man in here. Ah, beautiful. This is a lake. It's called Lake Simcoe.
Okay.
I grew up around this
Oh,
lake.
okay. There are playground for my kid. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I can move tomorrow.
yeah, exactly. It's all ready. It's all ready.
But you should help me to find a job there.
Yeah, exactly. This is true. Well, here's a nice thing about Barrie for living is that you can get your job in Toronto and work in Barrie, and there's something called the GO train. And the GO train is a train that goes from Barrie to Toronto, and then also it goes through all the cities in Toronto. And takes about an hour from Barrie to Toronto. But hey, if you're in a car and you're driving in the city, you know how it is. It's not like it's fun. No matter what, you're going to spend an hour. Yeah, trains are nice. Exactly. So you can live in Barrie and work in Toronto.
Okay, one more question. Yesterday, when we stopped our conversation, if you're an employer, sorry, if you're a job owner, what kind of employee do you like to hire? A Swiss knife, multifunctional employee, or a very specialized on one subject, very deep knowledge of a subject. Which one?
Well, what do you have an industry that this is? Because that depends, I think.
No,
oh, any
you are
industry.
just an owner.
Oh, okay, just an owner.
Job owner.
Yeah, I would rather have somebody who is versatile, somebody who knows a little bit about everything.
Why?
Because these days you need to be if you want to be running a business, because you need to know about social media marketing. You need to know about essentially, well, how to write posts effectively, all that kind of stuff. And you need to know about when you're starting a business and you don't have very many people, you need someone who knows a little bit about everything, in my opinion, just to get the ball rolling. What do you think?
Actually, it's a tricky question because both answers are right and wrong.
Okay.
My opinion, only my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It depends the level. If you hire someone in low level, of course, I prefer this guy know very deep knowledge about his or her job. If it's a technical position, for example. But if I hire someone a little bit in a management position, higher level, so I prefer to work with a guy multifunctional. No, so can manage everything simultaneously. Crosswork projects, for example. He or she can she can manage different projects at the same time. So it depends on the level, what I'm aiming.
Yeah. And
I'm looking for a software developer. Okay. If I wanted from her or him just software development, I want him or her to know these software, these programming languages and algorithms very deeply, very detailed.
Yeah.
I don't want him to know marketing. But if I hire a manager to manage these software developers, I wanted him to know project management, program management, marketing, customer focused programs, these kind of things. Versatile.
That's it. You want versatility. Nice, man. But hey, though, Mr. Kerem, we're just about out of time. I'll update my schedule
Yes.
shortly. But have a good day, buddy.
Okay, see you. Bye bye.